getting ready to take Nikita to the lake to meet Yeti and go for a walk. And I was just thinking about how you have a calm walk with your dog. Starts in the house. So I'm not going to sit here and jump up and down and say, oh, we're going to go for a walk with Yeti. Are you ready? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Because you just foster a bunch of excitement in the dog. So I just start out really calm. I'm going to put my shoes on already. And I'm just going to slip this over her head. Come here. There's her leash. See, everything's nice and calm. And I will convert that into my slip harness or put her harness on her. But I just start out really quiet and calm in the house. And then we go very quietly to the car. And then we get out and we have a nice calm walk. If you want a calm dog, stop acting excited. It's as simple as that. What are you doing? This is what a calm dog looks like that's getting ready to go for a walk. We're going to go get in the car and we're going to go to the lake. And we're not going to make idiots out of ourselves in the process. We're going to act like civilized humans and canines. Calmly sitting in the car, riding calmly to the lake where we're going to calmly take a walk. This is a 10-month-old puppy, by the way, Nikita. All right, we just got to the lake. I'm gonna get my puppy out of the car, calmly, sanely, and quietly. All right, come on. Good girl. Very nice job. Yes, you're good. Helicopter. All right, we're going to take a little walk around the parking lot while we wait for Yeti. You ready? Let's go. I never worn a bandana before. I've got it around her neck instead of on the harness right now just to see. As long as she doesn't pull, I'll leave it like that. I never, ever want to have my dog pull. Good girl. If your dog pulls on the leash, it's because you let it. If your dog acts foolish in the car, in the house, and on leash, it's because you let it. And that's just the bottom line. The very first time your dog pulls, you must stop, get a loose leash, and then move on. Let's go. That's my criteria. Make me close my hand, we're going to stop moving. If your dog never gets to pull on the leash, it takes two to pull on the leash. You and your dog. If I stop, she stops. Good girl. Very nice. What's going on with your left ear? Why is it sticking straight up? Good girl. She's going through a funny ear thing right now. These puppies, their ears do all kinds of things. Good girl. So she's committed to the fact that I'm standing here for a while. I was actually checking my messages and she's just waiting for me. Good girl. Keep in mind this is a 10-month-old puppy. You know, and she's excited. She's breathing excited, but she's controlling herself. It's called impulse control. I've taught her this since she was a little puppy. There's no pulling on the leash. When I walk, she walks. When I stop, she stops. Walk when I walk, stop when I stop. It's as simple as that. And never, ever allow your dog to pull. If it pulls, stop. Get a loose leash and move on. It's a lot easier to teach it to a puppy, but you can teach it to a grown dog too. Don't bring treats. The walk is the treat. Don't move until you have a loose leash. Don't ever have a tight leash. It's just as simple as that. If you're calm, the dog is calm, eventually. And you set your boundaries and you say, we're not moving 1 inch if you tighten this leash. See that? I don't have to use any commands. She's following my body. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dog training is really not that hard. Hey, she knows what that means too. Pay attention to me. Okay, we're gonna practice some stay. Waiting for Yeti, so we're just gonna work a little bit. We're practicing a down stay. She's gotta stay there until I let her move. Stay. Good girl. Look at her commit to it. Put her chin down and commit. She'll stay there all day till I tell her to move. Good girl, Nikita. That's a good stay. That's a good girl. She's having to concentrate. Look at her eyes. I need to stay still. I need to hold really still. I'm only 10 months old and I'm having to hold perfectly still at the lake where I love to have fun. But I can do it because I have impulse control. I can do it. Stay, Nikita, stay. Good girl. Now we're going to do the hardest stay. Okay, now she's in a stand stay. This is the hardest stay to achieve because they ultimately went to SIT or DOWN. Nikita is 10 months old in a stand stay on a picnic bench at Falls Lake, her favorite place to play. Once you get impulse control in your dog, you can have a nice, calm, relaxed dog that knows when it's time to play and when it's time to stay. "10 months old. You can achieve this with your dog by being calm and consistent in your training. So now I have her on a harness that's absolutely useless for walking a dog that isn't trained. But it's fine for her because she knows what I want. I wouldn't use this harness to train a dog. I'm just using it to keep her from wandering off from me, but you know, this is my criteria, and since she will do that, she can wear this harness because I don't have to hold her back, train her, pull her, pop her, do anything. She just knows that when I walk, she walks. When I stop, she stops. And she keeps 4 on the floor. Yeah. Don't need verbal command because she's following my body. She should be following my body. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. She knows if she hits the end of the leash, she better get the pressure off. So she's in a harness that I would not recommend. Definitely not a training harness. But I'm just letting her wander around the beach while we wait for Yeti. So now I'm following her, which is fine as long as the leash is loose. I'm not going to let her pull me anywhere, but I'm letting her have a look around. So I'm following her, but I'm keeping the leash loose. That's really important. It's critical. You might want to let your dog look around, sniff around, but you don't let it pull you hither and yon. There's my criteria. And that goes for me. It's my criteria I set for her, but I also set it for myself. If I'm going to follow her, I have to keep it so that the leash is loose. So Yeti just pulled up, her brother, and we're sitting here nice and quietly. I'm not jumping up and down. Yeti's here, blah, blah, blah. I'm staying quiet because I want my dog to be calm. There's Yeti, Nikita's brother. And there's Nikita, Yeti's sister. All right, we're home from the lake. We had a nice 2-mile walk with Yeti. She didn't pull me. She didn't jump on me. She didn't yap in my face. She didn't yap at Yeti. Everything was nice and calm. And yes, this dog can be excited very easily, but I like to keep my dogs nice and calm, except for when I need them to be excited, like when we're playing ball or something like that. If you want a nice, quiet, calm dog, then you have to train your dog that way, and you have to be that way yourself.